Listen up. If you're grinding every day, staring at markets that feel tapped out, overcrowded, and overheated, you know the frustration. Watching the usual plays get riskier, while the big wins seem reserved for someone else. You're sick of the noise, the overhyped stocks, the rinse and repeat strategies that never quite deliver the breakthrough. It feels like the system is rigged to keep capital flowing in the same tired places, while the real opportunities, those hidden pockets of explosive growth, stay locked out or brushed off as too risky, too messy, too emerging. But guess what? The real game changers aren't in the blue chips everyone knows. They're in the markets nobody wants to touch right now. Emerging markets aren't a vague idea or another buzzword. They're a raw, live vein of potential bleeding with real transformation. This isn't about gambling on shaky economies or being blind to the risks. No. It's about understanding the deep shifts, the demographic explosions, the leaps in tech adoption, the middle classes growing hungry for everything from infrastructure to consumer goods. If you still ignore that, you're missing the biggest forced reset in global investing. Here's the brutal truth. Sticking only to familiar markets is slowly killing your edge. You're competing with all the others chasing the same scraps. Meanwhile, intelligent capital moves where growth is screaming louder, just beneath the surface. But tapping into emerging markets means commanding a different playbook. Forget the guesswork and jumping blindly. First, zero in on countries with a clear path, solid reforms, improving governance, rising tech ecosystems, and real entrepreneurial grit. Don't chase every headline. Pick the ones where local founders are building disruptive businesses, where middle-class credit demand skyrockets, and infrastructure projects unlock whole industries. Investors chained to safe, slow returns won't survive the decades ahead. You've got to take a scalpel, not a sledgehammer, and root out the real growth drivers. That means partnering with local experts, not armchair traders who just read headlines. It means diving deep into regulatory shifts before everyone else, understanding subtle cultural dynamics, and staying months or even years ahead of crowd sentiment. It's uncomfortable. It's risky. But it's also exactly where the next wave of wealth will come from. Stop fooling yourself that global investing means safe bets in known places. The world's power centers are shifting fast. Emerging markets are rewriting the rules. You want a bigger win? Go where the infrastructure is lagging, but infrastructure financing is booming, where urbanization is unstoppable and consumption patterns explode overnight, where innovation thrives in places traditional investors overlook. But this isn't charity or chance. It's a calculated move. Get partnerships with startups tapping local nuances. Avoid shallow ETFs that just follow the index. Build real, deep connections with operators who know the ground realities, the political currents, and the true demand. Your job is to become a local global hybrid, thinking global strategy with ground instincts that cut through the noise. If you're tired of battling slow growth, beaten down returns, and the endless noise of crowded markets, this is your way out. Emerging markets aren't a random bet. They're the strategic frontier for those willing to do the hard work. This is about rethinking investments and owning the messy, volatile, and rapidly growing economies overlooked by the status quo. It's not comfortable. It will push you. But if you want to go beyond just surviving and start truly dominating your field, you don't have a choice. Step into this space with focus, discipline, and relentless drive to understand the real forces underneath. Stop waiting for permission. Start building the right local relationships. Develop sharp insights on policy and economic trends nobody else tracks. And don't shy away when volatility hits. Volatility here is opportunity wrapped in chaos. The next decade will belong to those who actually get emerging markets, not from the outside, but with boots on the ground, eyes wide open, and a willingness to lead instead of follow. This is your raw, real, and brutal edge if you're ready to grab it. Don't stand back and watch others light the way. Get in, get real, and start winning where it matters most. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to discover more.